Hey, what's going on? Another week of the Daily Critics. My name is Simon. You can catch me on the channel Simon was on 901. It's awesome to be here. God, I'm so tired. Job's mental at the minute, right? Anyway, we're talking about a TV show called True Blood. Now, I don't really watch TV shows when they're hyped up. I try not to watch them so I don't get caught up in the excitement, because that's what happened with me in Lost. That's what happened with me in Heroes. I watched them from the beginning and got all caught up in it, and then I just completely lost touch with it. I'd rather wait for it all to die down and then watch it all on a DVD box set, or I'll download the whole series, because I'm a prick. Anyway, so I was very reticent to watch this TV show as well, because I kind of thought it was a bit of a chick show. That's what my initial thoughts were. I thought it was kind of like Twilight. Wrong I was, but sort of televised. So I thought, all right, I'll give it a few. I'll give it like a year or two or whatever, and I'll check it out. So I started watching it, and I just got absolutely roped in. I'm hooked. I just finished watching the third series. Very surprised. First thing I've got to say, this is very much an adult TV show. Very, very gory. It's brutal, and also it's got a lot of sex and all that in it. And a lot of them, the sex and the gore is combined, which is always awesome. I can't remember who stars in it, but the plot line, I'll go series by series. The first series is there's a woman called Sookie Stackhouse, and she's a psychic. And she meets a vampire, because vampires are sort of come out of the coffin, and with this new sort of synthetic blood drink called True Blood, they sort of live off that, and vampires are sort of starting to get accepted in society. So she meets this vampire, and she saves his life. And yeah, the vampire's name is Bill Compton. She saves his life, and the whole series is pretty much them sort of dealing with their sexual tension and realising they love each other. And Sookie's grandmother, her dying, and there's this murderer going around killing all the barmaids at Sam Malot's, which is where Sookie works. And the series is just following these murders and trying to figure out who the killer is. The second series focuses on sort of Sookie's relationship with Bill, and also the vampire sheriff of Louisiana, Eric. Yeah, this is all based in Louisiana, by the way, at a town called Bon Tom. And also this series focuses on Sookie's brother, Jason, who's been sort of roped into this anti-vampire cult. And they're sort of training him to be a vampire killer, pretty much. That's pretty much. Oh, and there's also this weird god-like woman who's like taking over the entire town and stuff. She's like a sort of Greek goddess style thing. The second series is mental, right? And the third series is about the same characters, except like Sookie and Bill aren't really getting on as well, and it's like a vampire king, and it's hard to explain, but it's all about vampires and people. The main undertone of the whole series is race. You can really tell this thing is just based on racism, and it's sort of satirizing racism. Because the first series is a lot of reference to like Louisiana and the black slaves and stuff like that, and you can really see that being carried over about how people are acting to the vampires, and how it's no different to how people were acting with black people years and years and years ago. So that's quite cool. Like I said, this is a very extreme TV show. I'm glad I started watching it now. I can just sit down and nail through the whole series in like a few nights. I highly recommend watching it. It's not for the faint of heart, and I will see you next Tuesday, motherfucker.